the schedule to be specific, bro.
Be easy.
Come on.
Get ready.
Time out.
I hear it all.
The weakest schedules in the
Since
NFL since
1999.
That's the stat. It hasn't been a weaker schedule in a quarter century. Let's say the weakest schedule since 2019. In a quarter century. As the game has evolved, as statistics have just piled up, the analytics is everywhere. They still discovered no schedule has been weaker than the one that the New England Patriots had last year. Let's get to the second point. Who they play in the wild card game? That was the Chargers, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Did they have 2 offensive linemen missing? Yeah. Right? 2 of them, right? All right. Then they went up against Houston, right? We know what happened with Stroud, right? But didn't he not have Nico Collins? Didn't Nico Collins go down? I remember that. Did you remember that? I know I remember that, right? And then they went to the AFC Championship game, and it wasn't Jarrett Stidham that showed it. It was his wife with that badass white mink coat that she was rocking. It was spectacular. She looked like the first lady of football. I mean, she was fabulous. And that white mink rolled up. But then Jarrett Stidham had to go, the backup had to go on the field because Bo Nix was hurt. You talk about luck upon luck. And then when they really went up against a team fully loaded in the Super Bowl, we didn't see a game. We didn't see a game.
So many excuses. My goodness. All right, this is a tweet from The Athletic. 2026 NFL quarterback tiers. Results are here. Where is Drake? Can anyone, I mean, Drake May 8? Does that seem right? So I just don't know. He's in this tier. They got him in tier 2. It's all the tiers. Look, as long as a guy's top 10, I don't really have any issue with any of these lists. We're still in list season. I'm so ready for football so we can get over the list season. But Stephen A., the injuries to this guy was hurt. The Patriots' schedule so easy. We keep hearing excuse after excuse after excuse. It's funny when you say the Patriots also had some injuries. They also had some things go on. People don't want to hear that. But when it comes to the other teams, oh, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, which one is it? Pick a lane.
Yeah, so he is making all these excuses, and then for some reason, in the middle of it, goes off on this tangent about Kennedy Stidham, Jared Stidham's wife, and the fur coat. She looked amazing, but he did half of that rant on Kennedy Stidham's outfit
because
for
they
some
got
reason.
Nothing else.
Because, thank you, Trav, nothing else. I am so sick of this. I am sick of these lists. I am sick of these. Oh, he's in the second tier. He's actually. Shut up. Shut up. Just wait for him to play. We will see that he cannot regress this season. He's going to improve this season.
Yeah.
And then it settles all that. We can put our lists to bed. So sick of this. And the schedule, as soon as Stephen A. said the schedule, stop right there and just go to break, because that was so tired. It is the most tired thing. The Patriots do not make the schedule.
Yeah.
They don't determine who is injured. You play your schedule, and to win a Super Bowl, to get to the Super Bowl, to get to any championship, everything has to work in your favor.
Preach.
And that's what happened to the Patriots. Get over it. Deal with it. Yeah. That's just the facts of the matter. I am so sick. I am sick of this. Yeah. This schedule and these lists and these tiers. Find something else to talk about.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
They can't lose.
So annoying.
What are they going to say now? Because the schedule's not easy. And so when the Patriots win the whole shebang-a-bang, what's the excuse going to be then?
Well, I don't know. They'll figure out something.
Well, Matt,
figure out something.
I'll talk first, Matt, and then you can just dump all over all of us right after that.
That's not what I'm trying to do here.
But I'll at least say this. It was an easy schedule last year, and a team that was rebuilding took advantage of it. And that's it.
Yeah.
It was an easy schedule. It's okay. Their playoff rounds, they did get lucky. There were some guys hurt. They probably played a backup quarterback on the road. But the one thing I will say about Drake May, who did not play his best, when a play was on the line, he did so.
Oh, winning plays.
And I look at things as we do have to look at quarterbacks based off how they play in big moments. And I would say that Drake May last year in a big moment really failed. So that's very big of me, Matt, to say that. But let me just to go at Stephen A. Stephen A., the New York Knicks this year, they had an easy path to the final.
Right.
And I know that they beat Wemby, But Wemby was off of Game 7, where they basically had the advantage at home. They beat every team and whooped them. So I just want to say that the New York Knicks are also a team that had an easy path to win a championship. So it's okay. I know you guys won should we take the championship away from New York because they had an easy path? We can't do that, right? We're not taking the Celtics from 2024 away, are we?
That banner's still flying.
Okay.
Flies forever.
And just, I don't know, the Seattle Seahawks were the best team last year.
Yeah.
They were the best team. Whoever rolled out of the AFC would have been beaten in a game against the Seahawks. So I also feel good about 8 on the list. Last year, he was 22.
Yeah.
He went from 22 to 8. I had a chance to talk to Mike Sando, who made this tier list last night. The one and it's not his list. He talked to coaches and executives.
It's an executive and coaches rank.
The one thing about the Drake May thing was the executives high on Drake May. The coaches, not. I found that super interesting.
No, it's kind of like the draft. We heard that coming out, that he needed coaching. He wasn't polished, but all the geniuses loved the tools that he has. So it kind of makes sense.
But
It's
the
still
coaches,
consistent.
they don't because of why, Matt? Turnovers.
Yeah, he's not polished yet.
Well, remember Belichick said at the draft he wouldn't have even
He
drafted.
said his footwork is bad.
He wouldn't have, but
He's a
also-
coach.
Going down in Chapel Hill.
Was Bill a coach or an executive then? I can't. I can't remember.
Bill
The
was
alpha.
everything.
Yeah, the alpha and the omega.
That's a good point. At that point, he was neither, I don't think.
Go ahead, Double M. Go ahead.
Hold on, that was big of you, Joe, to
Thank
say
you.
that Drake May failed in big moments and was not good enough in
Here
big
we
moments.
go.
So I want to follow in Joe's footsteps and also be a big person here. Drake May's schedule was easy in the regular season. There's very little denying that. However, the defenses he played were really tough. You know, there were a number of games where you can look at it and you can say, yeah, well, you played Cleveland, they stink. You played Atlanta, they stink. Those defenses are good. Drake May, pretty consistently throughout the regular season, faced some decent defenses, faced even better defenses in the playoffs. So I think that's actually a notch in his belt. What I would say, though, is that Drake May played a lot of really bad quarterbacks, both in the regular season and in the playoffs. Now, while he doesn't face quarterbacks directly, because he was going up against Jarrett Stidham and, I don't know, Michael Penix and who was the quarterback in Cleveland, I couldn't even tell you who the quarterback was.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Gross.
There's not a lot of pressure on May to keep up with another quarterback. There were consistent times where that happened this year, and I do think that makes your job as a quarterback easier if there isn't a quarterback on the other side who's putting pressure on you. They only needed 10 points to win in Denver. They only needed how many points to beat the Texans? I mean, I forget. It was a driving snowstorm, and C.J. Stroud is terrible. So just keep that in mind. I will just say, though, Lucy, are you ready to admit that your opinion is actually in the minority on Drake May? And is the set willing to admit that your opinion on Drake May is the minority? Because every single time we get one of these rankings from not media people, but NFL coaches and executives, May's ranking is towards the bottom of the top 10, which is generally where I am on Drake May.
I don't have any issue with that.
Are we ready to admit that we in this town are in the minority still on Drake May, and nationally, and people in the NFL don't think he's as highly rated as perhaps we in this town?
Yeah, I think it's top 10.
I absolutely think that any opinion I have about the Patriots or that people in this town have about the Patriots is going to be in the minority when it comes to the rest of the country. I don't care. I do not care if it is in the minority. I care that I believe it. I care that it is true that he is a top 10 quarterback. If I have to see one more list that puts Drake May wherever, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
What if it was at the top?
It's nice. Great. He's at the top. Great.
Would you be okay with it?
I would love it. I would love it.
Okay.
But that's great. I would agree with it. But okay, we get it. Like, let's see what he can do.
I think where I want to help Lucy here is you don't need my help, but
thank you, Joe.
but I think people aren't. How about this? I think some, meaning coaches, executives, and people, don't look at the upgrades that the Patriots made
That's
this
what
year
I'm saying.
and are adding that to Drake May's arsenal or his belt, right?
I could see if there could be a regression, Joe, if they didn't do anything this offseason like they did with Brady for many years. Hey, we got this guy, we're going to be fine. That's not what happened. They're following how you build around a young quarterback playbook. One thing's for sure, though. If he is going to improve this season, Will Campbell is a huge part of that. Drake May talked about that today, the improvement of Will Campbell.
Will, he just gets it, man. I think he gets the, how to practice. He gets, having to come here and show up every day because, there's no days off in this, in practice in this league when you're blocking guys and one-on-ones and you got team next and then we got 2 minute, it's constant. And I think that's what Will's understanding, different from college. It's constant. You got to, train your body and train your mind to, be out here every day, each and every day and treat it like, man, I got to try to get better today. And I think he's learned that really fast. And I think he's, taking it head on. And I'm looking forward to seeing, him this year do his thing.
I mean, listen, we can all agree with that. I've been hard on Will Campbell. Joe, so have you, but you have said this offseason seems a little different for the kid.
Yeah. Drake May said the one thing that's been different is he needs to be constant.
Yes.
I don't think he was a constant tackle.
Yes.
I think he played the position there but wasn't that guy. He worked out with all the stud tackles in the offseason. I'm talking like Lane Johnson and Trent Williams and these other guys. They were working with him, and they saw the flaws he had. They thought he wasn't using his footwork better enough, and he's got great footwork. They thought that he hasn't been using his arms despite being said to have short arms. They think he needs to punch instead of letting guys come to him. So again, offensive line really is about you getting the first step and you being faster than the other guy. He has all those intangibles, but last year he wasn't constant enough to use his body of work, his work ethic. And there was one drill he did when it was in the weight room. He was doing these deadlifts where he was kind of in his stance and then lifted up. And, these are what the guys are trying to teach him, that when he's in position, that's your center of gravity. I know this is boring talk, but that's his center of gravity. He's got the footwork, the strength, and speed to take the next step as a tackle. So he has to be more constant there. And what I mean by constant was he needs to be on the field more. He did leave practice, I think it was yesterday, for a period of time. Draymond Jones, by the way, has been a monster at camp. But yesterday they had a good, nice little workout together. But he, I think this year, is starting to realize his skill set. And that's why I think Drake May is trying to say he needs to be constant, because he's got to believe in his skill set more than trying to be coached up. He's got to believe in himself.
X's and Joe's is what.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
X's and Joe's, baby.
617-582-CHAT. Come talk Pats with us. When we come back here on Boston's Enter the Chat, Steph Curry to the Celtics? Excuse me? I beg your jargon? We'll talk about it next. We'll explore the possibilities here on Boston's Enter the Chat.